Welcome to my first ever reading vlog. If you saw my last video, what I read in 2022, you know that I still have 2 more books to read to finish my Goodreads goal. And the book that I'm currently reading right now is Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. I've never read this series, which is shocking because I'm really enjoying it right now. I'm about 100 pages in, and my goal is to finish this in the next day and a half so then I can go to my 10th book and finish my challenge. Right now, there's a lot of questions in the air about who Percy is. I obviously know who he is, but there's still a lot of things that I need answers to, so I want to get reading this instantly and see how far I can get. It's been a few hours since I last read with you guys. I didn't get that far. I think, yeah, I read about like 2 chapters. I'm now on page 107, so I was wrong. I was only on page 70, so I read about 30 pages. But now I'm going to get a glass of water and sit on the couch with a nice warm blanket and read a few more chapters. I want to get about halfway done before tomorrow and then hopefully finish it tomorrow. But I'm gonna get a glass of water right now. So I finished it. I think the last time I talked to you guys, I was 56% done with the book, and yesterday I read the other half of the book and it was so good. Like you saw, I ended up giving this book a 5-star rating, and holy crap, I am so excited to read the rest of the series. I love how every chapter had an action scene and it just made me want to read more and more, and I couldn't stop. Another thing that I really liked is that the world building for at least this book was really easy for me. Sometimes I struggle building a setting, especially in like a fantasy book, but I had no struggle with this and I just breezed by this entire book. I do have all the other 4 books that are left in this series and I do plan on reading those. However, I do want to read a book that I can read in like a day and a half, so I'm gonna have to take a step from this series for a second because I do want to enjoy it and not feel like I have to rushly finish it before the end of the year, which is why I'm gonna read P.S. I Like You by Casey West. If you saw what I read in 2022, you saw that I was talking about this book and that I read one of her other books a few months back. That book I didn't enjoy as much, but I did read this book a few years back and was obsessed with it. So I'm gonna see if I still really like this author and her writing style. Before I get into reading that book though, I have a series tracker in my reading journal and I want to add the Percy Jackson series into it. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, so I just finished making the series tracker for Percy Jackson and here's how it turned out. And so obviously I highlight the box of what I read and then kind of cross it out with a highlighter. And I am obsessed. It looks so cute. And now I think I'm gonna spend maybe 10-15 minutes and read a chapter or 2 of this book. Guys, this reading vlog is kind of all over the place. So last time I talked to you, I think is when I was gonna read 2 chapters of Yes, I Like You. And then the last clips that you just saw was me going to the library, although it was literally just 2 clips because I was scared to film in public. It is now a day after when I went to the library and I finished P.S. I Like You. I was on page 30 yesterday and I read to about page 100, and then today I finished the book. And guys, this is a 5-star read. In my mind, like, I'm comparing this to like Better Than the Movies, and they're both really good young adult romance books. When reading this book, I remembered a few details, but not like the major romance plot of it, and so good. Like, I can't. 5-star read. Can you believe the last 2 books that I read in 2022 were 5-star reads? That's insane. I didn't even record me completing my goal on Goodreads. I was just too excited. Like, I have a screenshot. Here's proof that I finished it. Taking it back from the books that I got at the library, here is a little haul, even though it's a library book. The first book that I wanted to read is The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. think that's how you say it. This is a thriller book, and I've never read a thriller book before. I'm actually already like, I started it yesterday. I'm about 25 pages in, and it's good so far. And I'm excited to read a different genre than I'm used to. The next book that I picked up was another one that I wanted to read, although this is a romance book. It is The Bodyguard by Catherine Senner. I've heard really good things about this book, and I wanted to give it a try to read. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. I don't really have anything else, but I'm excited to read this book as well. The last book that I picked out is My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey, and I haven't really heard anything about this book, but it was in my TBR. I don't know, I might have heard it from Book Talk. These are the 3 books that I picked out at the library, and these will be in my 2023 challenge. Speaking of my 2023 Goodreads challenge, my original plan was to read 25 books, although I might change it to 30. I'll keep you updated on that. But that is the end of the reading vlog. Sorry it was kind of all over the place. Like I said, I am so happy that we ended up on a good note with 2 5-star reads for the last books of my reading challenge. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of reading vlog. Kind of chaotic, kind of not, I don't really know, but I will see you in the new year. It is New Year's Eve currently right now, which is why I literally finished this challenge last minute, but it's okay. It's okay. But I'll see you in the new year, and I can't wait to see what it brings, and I will see you in another video.